All right, I think we live. I'm not 100%, but I think we live. I don't know in a minute. I'll check it in a second. I'm just going to go for it, you know what I mean? Just want to get this off real quick. Fight fans, what's goody out there? The homie main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Just want to get on here for a quick video. You know what I'm saying? Quick subject matter real quick, man. It's got to address some things. You hear me, though? Happy Friday to everybody out there, man. Everybody that hear this video and also the playback. Hope y'all coming on back for We Talking Boxing, going down on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Be up in the building. You know what I'm saying? This is where it goes all down at, man. But yeah, man, I just want to get on here real quick. I'm just going to make this real quick and real short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Got something to address. And I'll be right in front of y'all in just a second, man. But yeah, man, we got something to address here, man. It seems as if your homie has been called out. You hear me, though? Called out. You know what? Before I get in this, let me just make sure that at least the sound is all good. Video and also the playback. Hope y'all coming on back for yeah, the sound is cool. The sound is cool. I bet that. Now, once again, the homie has been called out. And you named it, you guessed it, none other than Black Fight Fan TV. Stop ducking me, man. I got questions about your boy. Where you been? You hear me, though? Black Fight Fan TV has called out me again, and I have to address this. I got time. You know what I'm saying? Be right in front of y'all. Coach Kennedy, what up, though? So, I'm going about my day like I always do, cooling. You know what I'm saying? I get hit up with a few messages like, yo, man, what's up with Black Fight Fan calling you out? And I'm like, Black Fight Fan called me? I must have missed that. Let me go see what Black talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I go listen to his video. It's a Jermall Charlo video. And Black is a little upset that he doesn't like the fact that people are not speaking about the fact that Jermall Charlo stated that he will go over to DAZN for one fight. So let's talk about it. Seems as Black wants somebody to talk about it, let's talk about it, all right? Let's talk about it. Now, for anybody who wonder, me and Black got this kind of relationship. It's like this between us. You know what I'm saying? We do this. Do not misunderstand this video. I always got to tell people that. Me and Black, we always take shots at each other. This has been an ongoing thing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You dig? This is just what we do. But that's my man, and I've been listening to him for a long time, and I do support Black Fight Fan TV. But sometimes I got to put him on the right. I got to put him on the right path, you know what I mean? Because he ventures off a lot. So allow me to do this, you know what I'm saying? Let me get right in front of y'all. Hold on. So allow me to do this for Black Fight Fan TV. We're going to talk about this dude, A-Side Jermall Charlo. Now, Black likes to go around. The thing is, to my new uploaders, this is what you will experience here on YouTube. You will come across people who would distort what you say, who would distort what you are. And sometimes you got to come out and address it. It's just the nature of the beast. You know what I mean? I've been here for a minute, so I'm used to it. Black likes to lump me in with other people and other groups. Whenever, you know, I guess it's something that he don't agree with, or if it's my positions have no borders, fight fans. They have no borders. I'm not affiliate. I'm not a part of any group. Main man, made man stands on his own island. You know what I mean? And I love it. So there's no borders in main man, made man's thoughts. So what he says is straight from the heart. Always know that. Always know that. So some people will try to lump you in and say, oh, yeah, he must be with these people or those people. And they way off. Y'all know I'm an independent thinker and as independent as it gets. Muhammad Hamatola, what up, though? So now Black problem is he's saying that, well, where's everybody speaking on this? This should be big news. This should be epic. This should be coming from the heavens. Everybody should be talking about A-Side Jermall Charlo. So let's address it. Let me just tell y'all. What Charlo said is stand up. It's real cool. He wants to go over to DAZN for one fight. I think that's noteworthy, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Now, for anyone who knows and been rolling with the boy, y'all know that I've been vouching for this cat for the longest. Now, I do got a problem with B-Side Charlo. That's his little brother. That's little Jermall. I got my issues right there. But I've always taken up for just this Charlo. I'm well on record What Canelo did was foul. What the WBC did was foul. What Gennady Golovkin did, being ordered to fight the dude and still didn't get his fight and still didn't fight him with nothing, no slap on the wrist, foul. The fact that nobody at the 160 division is willing to really get a fight with this dude, foul. Well on record for saying all that. Many, many videos. Many. But the thing is this. I'm not going to jump over mountains and be super happy because this dude now finally comes to his senses. He should have been made this move. And then you saying that you want to do a one fight deal. I think that's a good deal. And Eddie Hearn is well on record in saying that, yo, DAZN, we will welcome fighters from other sides or whatever for one. We'll sign up to one fight deal. They were willing to do it with Tank Davis, remember? But my deal is there's a major difference between this dude and Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a certified star where they're going to get a good return or they're willing to do. How much leverage in telling DAZN what he wants does he have at this point? That's the golden question. Now, we're going to get to Demetrius Andrade because y'all know I'm no Demetrius Andrade defender, and he needs a fight, and this is perfect. Unification fight. Makes sense. We'll get there, though. But let's finish talking about this cat. Rocket Strikes 89 says, got to fight on DAZN. He got to keep his brother from beating his feet around Palmer Park all day. Yeah, B-side Charlo. That's the one we always had a problem with. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo 4-4 boxing. He been saying he will fight on DAZN for them to fight them guys. Salute, fam, all day. He has said that all day, without a doubt. But my deal is this. Why wait till you fighting bum-ass Dennis Hogan, a fight that no one cares about, and then want to come around and say, now, oh, yeah, I'll go over to DAZN. Is he finally realized that, you know what, man? Ain't no, your name, your stock is dropping. You need to come to your senses. The PBC, Al Heyman or whoever, whatever suit guides this dude, have done wrong. They've done a terrible job with Jermall Charlo. Terrible job. The man's best fights is Julian J. Rock Williams and Austin Trout. He's done nothing recognizable at 160. Is it his fault? We'll get there. For anybody who wonder, oh, you dumping on, no, we'll get there. Just hold on for a minute. But my deal is this. They've done a piss poor job with this guy. Daniel Jacobs was a PBC fighter when he fought Gennady Golovkin. Why couldn't this cat do something like that? Huh? When him and Daniel Jacobs had their little run-in and the whole boxing world was on fire, everyone's like, Jacobs pulled up. He put that grown man press on him. He pulled up. What's up with that? But if you rewind the tape and you listen to what Jacobs was saying, he like, yo, he's talking money. I'm getting M's. In hindsight, was that an invitation back then to tell Jermall Charlo to make a move? Make a move. Yeah, I'm getting M's. Roll with me. Say what you want about Daniel Jacobs. He's lost his top fights, blah, blah, blah. But no one moves or takes charge of their career and is going to make something happen like Danny Jacobs. All day, Ryan Allen, all day. Jacobs says, I'm a PBC fighter, but I'll fight Gennady Golovkin. Boom, I lose my WBA title to Gennady Golovkin. What's the first thing Jacobs does? He maneuvers to the IBF. He goes up in the IBF. He faces Sergey Deryevchenko. Gets the IBF title that was vacated at the time. And then he's back into a fight with Canelo Alvarez after he signs a deal with DAZN. Take in mind, he was also on rolling with PBC while he was on HBO. He took charge of his career. He says, I'm not like you, Jermall. I'm not that dude that sit around and wait for shit to happen. I make shit happen. That's the difference between Jacobs and Jermall Charlo. Let's keep it 100. Now, personality-wise, I love Jermall Charlo. I think he raw, he rugged. That's the way I like my fighters. You know what I'm saying? All day. I love my fighters like that. But Jermall Charlo is not a fan favorite, unfortunately. I think he's a hell of a fighter. hell of a champion that deserves a fight. But he ain't, his personality turned a lot of people off. Cats who ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? He turned a lot of people like off. And so he's not bringing a lot to the table. It's like, oh, look, bro, like, you don't have this big ass fan base. You don't have everybody, like, you know, you don't have it. You've never established it for whatever reason. Why hasn't PBC done a better job at that? Jermall Charlo says, I'm not going to HBO where all of the other guys were at the time. I'm staying right here on Showtime. Okay, cool. That's the decision you made. This is the decision you made. He says, I'll fight my way up through the WBC, even though when he was at 154, he was the champion at the IBF. Why didn't he come up and go in the IBF route? That's a different conversation, but whatever. So he goes the WBC route. He says, I got the Canelo fight. Golovkin is in the division. All of that is possible because I'm in the WBC now. So Golovkin and Canelo wants to make a fight. What does this dude do? He takes, as the mandatory, he takes step-aside money. And don't give me no crap about he didn't take step-aside money. Let me see. Hold on. What's the quote? I got a quote. Hold on. Don't give me no crap about he did not take step-aside money. And I quote, they're running. Why would I be mandatory for this long? I even got paid step-aside money, and I'm still fighting, making my own money. You know what I mean? So look, I'm going to just continue to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to work like I'm Jesus, and it's going down that way, end quote. That's Jermall Charlo. Getting step-aside money, getting out of the way, instead of putting his foot on the gas and saying, WBC, screw all y'all. I want my shot right now. You took money. Okay, you let them fight. Okay. So you letting these fighters tell you what to do. You letting the WBC tell you what to do. The WBC makes you a mandatory. They say, look, we're ordering you to fight Gennady Golovkin. They don't put their foot down on the order. We hear nothing from Jermall Charlo. Instead, he's happy to be the WBC champion. The same sanctioning body that put the fuck to him. And he's like, yeah, I'm happy to wear their belt. The problem with Jermall Charlo is he allows everybody to outmaneuver him. The PBC allows everybody to outmaneuver him. They'd have made a franchise champion on me like that, man. We'd have had to talk about it in court. Or I would have vacated the belt. He could have vacated the belt, went to the IBF. Right? Daniel Jacobs over there. Sergey Deryevchenko over there. Right? How the hell does Daniel Jacobs come to 160 and fight Golovkin? I mean, at 160 fights Golovkin and Canelo. He was associated with PBC. He was associated with Al Heyman. Because he knew I got to make a move. But Jermall Charlo was cool with staying on Showtime. He was cool. He think he could tell people what they can. Eddie Hearn come to him and say, look, this is the deal I'm offering you. He says, no, you take me, you got to take my brother. So the deal is shot down. Okay, cool. So now you over there fighting Dennis Hogan, Hugo Centino, or whoever the hell else he been fighting. You know what I'm saying? What was the dude? Brandon Adams. Like, he over there fighting these cats and nobody cares. The point I'm making is, as good as a fighter as this man is, they misguided this dude. They took him down the wrong path. Daniel Jacobs in the business world ran circles around this cat. He was happy where he was. He's happy to wear the belt, the WBC, that's been screwing him for years. He's happy with that belt. Man, come on, bro. He could have went to the IBF for Sergey Deryevchenko. Became the mandatory right there. He could have, when he first came up, went straight to the IBF. IBF don't play with the mandatories. They would have enforced that mandatory. He was the IBF champion at 54. I'm not going to feel bad because he chose the wrong route in his career. Now, today, here we are, after all of them tough positions he took. I'm fighting for the WBC. I'm taking step-aside money. I'm not leaving my network. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just stay right here and keep doing what I'm doing and doing what I'm doing. And now he notices that, hold on, This is like, I'm got this fight going down and nobody ain't talking about me. Like, what's up, man? Like, I'm fighting Dennis Hogan. And now it's, no, okay, fine. Look, you know what? I'll go over there for one fight. Finally. It took you this long to figure that out. And now you in a position where the Cobalt fight has happened. All of these lower tier opponents you got, a perception is built about Charlo amongst a lot of boxing fans. Unfortunately, which I think is the wrong perception. I think this dude is a certified champion. He's a hell of a fighter. But a perception has been built about him now that who is he fought? Who is this? What has he done? Blah, 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 blah. You know how fans like to talk. Now that perception has been built about the cat. And now he think he's going to be able to go to DAZN and say, this is what it is. If you want me, one fight. Eddie may say, man, you keep your one fight. We good over here. You better come over here for 4 fights. I'm just saying. That's the position he put himself in with the decisions that he made. And it's very unfortunate because he's a hell of a fighter. They should have done much better for this dude. Much better. I honestly think instead of the Dennis Hogan fight, he would have better off rematching Korbov. Because look, man, a perception was built on him from that fight. He could have went in there and handled business the way he should have handled business against Korbov. And that rematch would have been interesting. It would have generated some buzz because of how exciting their first fight was. He should have did the rematch. Now, so this is why I'm saying finally. It's good to know that after Daniel Jacobs tried to tell you, bro, I'm getting M's, roll with me. What are you doing? What are you doing? You stand in place. You keep standing one place. Dog, he keep asking, why don't they come to Showtime? Why don't they come to Showtime? I don't know. But you ain't the name, or PBC or whoever ain't, or Showtime ain't putting the money up to bring, and plus they probably locked in over there, but you ain't the guy that they were willing to cross over for because of the perception that the fans have of you today, because of all of the posturing. Now look at Daniel Jacobs. As much as I'm upset with Daniel Jacobs right now due to the fact what he did with Andre Rozier, as much as upset as I am, but look at what Jacobs like. Look, if I did look like I exhausted all of my options down here at 160. I had a WBA belt when I beat Quillen. That's gone. I had the IBF belt when I beat Deryevchenko. Guess what? That's gone. So what? I'm gone up in weight and I'm looking for another shot. The man don't wait around, Joe. And that's the total opposite of what this was. This dude sat around cool for letting the WBC tell him whatever, letting Canelo and Triple G do whatever. You know what I mean? Like not willing to go to the proper sanctioning bodies to get a fight even on your side of the street because Sergey Deryevchenko is affiliated with the PBC and Al Heyman. So like you could have got that fight. You would have been in a much better position. Let's just say if he would have originally came up and went in the IBF. Well, him and Sergey Deryevchenko would have had to fight it out for that top spot. And eventually the IBF would have pressed for a mandatory, not no franchise crap. You would have been, fighting for a full-fledged belt, whether they vacated or not. When Daniel Jacobs lost that WBA, he went straight to the IBF. That fight would have been probably possible then if he would have made a decision much sooner. So good that he comes to this point. It's good that he finally reached his conclusion. Let's see what y'all talking about. Sorry, man. I know I've been going there for a minute, but I just want to kind of get that off. Let me see what y'all talking about. Ryan Allen says, nice Joker poster all day. Brother Reality, you held it down yesterday when you were getting on the live. Much respect. All day, Rocket, all day. That's how we do, fam. And, that's what I be trying to tell Bammers. Like, I go to all sides of the corners of the boxing globe. I don't care what fan, what's your bias, what's your point of view. We can wrap it up. We can chop it up. I'm not like that. I have no borders. And this is, I always say, this is the zone where, believe it or not, you'll have people in my comment section that can't stand each other. But they come here. This is the neutral zone. Because I don't care where you from. I don't care what your acronyms are. I don't care about none of that. We boxing fans. And we just here to talk boxing. But people would try to say, well, this is what you are. Man, I could go over there, chop it up with them cats and go over there and chop it up with somebody else that they don't really like. You know what I mean? And it ain't got nothing to look, it's boxing, bruh. And that's just how it is. So salute, and good salute to you too, bro. You was there, man, holding it down also, man. All day. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo 404 Boxing. Salute to your main man all day, D-Lo. Monty Brown, my brother. Everybody that hear the sound of my voice, check out the homie Monty Brown TV. That's the homie right there. Salute to my brother, the realest in the game. Watching you work the other day was a real pleasure and inspiring. Shouted you out in my last video. Anytime, fam. Hey, bro, you know I'm going to keep it all the way true. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, that's how I am, man. Like, I speak from the heart. I speak from the gut. Most of the videos I do, y'all will know that I don't even, if I see a subject going on, I'm not going to watch no one else's video first. I'm going to do me, and then I'll go back and watch whatever people talking about. But I'm not going to do it and let no one else influence me because I do what I do from the gut. You know what I'm saying? All day. Ryan says, yo, main man, what do you think about Dangerous Du Bois? You hit it dead on the head. He's very dangerous. I like him. Still young. Got some little ways to go. But I like Daniel Du Bois. I do. D-Lo 4 Boxing. Hit that like button for the fam. Man, all day. Hit the like button. It's Friday night. I know y'all about to go out, man. Put some work in with the lady. All that. Look, man. Go check out the Joker movie, though. Hey, I don't want to do no spoilers, but we can talk about it next week. Give y'all more time to go see it. Go see the Joker movie, man. For real, Joe. I'm telling y'all, man. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. What up, fam? Oh, what's up with you, man? Salute, man. What it do, homie? All day. What up with you, man? What up with you? Let's see, man. Coach Kennedy says, main man, Danny Jacobs is just after the bag at the moment. People want to see Charlo, but he just need that fight. That'll be cool. Look, I back that 100%. And I don't think what Jermall Charlo is saying is wrong by far. He is saying the exact same thing, the exact right word. He'll go over to DAZN. Eddie, you will on record saying that you would accept fighters for one fight deals. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier in the video, the only thing is I don't know if he got the clout to step to them and say, look, I only want one fight. And they're going to say, no, we ain't giving you that. Either you're going to take this 3 or 4 fight deal or you're going to go over there and rot on the shelf and keep on fighting the Dennis Hogans of the world. My deal is I wish he would have did this a little early. A year, 2 years ago. Took this position like I'm willing to deal. Let's go. One fight. Let's go. One fight. Demetrius Andrade. And if he is smart, that is the name that he keeps saying. Forget Canelo and Triple G. They got plans. They got agendas. They are ducking you. We all know that. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. Canelo and Triple G are ducks of Jermall Charlo. No doubt about it. Forget them. Move on with your career, bruh. Go on over there and try to make something happen in another sanctioning body if need be. Get that damn WBC belt off your freaking waist because at the end of the day, they screwed you more than anybody. You fought all this time to become the mandatory. Took step aside money, the whole 9, and they still screwed you. Oh, yeah, you can have the belt. Here you go. You're the champion now. Yeah, here, you're the champion. Even though you ain't beat the champion, no one is going to see you as actually having that fight that says this is the one that makes him a champion. Hey, take the belt. Here, Canelo, we are elevating you. They took Canelo off your plate. They didn't enforce them to fight against Gennady Golovkin, yet you're wearing their belt. No, that's the problem with Charlo. He allowed these people to get the best of him, man. And PBC allowing it too. So guess what? Go over to DAZN. What the hell you got to lose? Nothing. Now as for Demetrius Andrade. DAZN has failed him too. I'm not going to sit here and act like Demetrius Andrade don't need this opportunity right here. I'm not going to sit back and act like, yo, DAZN need to really consider this opportunity because Demetrius Andrade has been fighting nothing but bums himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a world champion, but he's just like this cat. Sometimes people wonder, like, how is he a champion? I don't remember him being a champion. Are we really calling him a champion for real? It's debatable. That's how it goes when it comes to Andrade, and that's how it goes when it comes to this cat. So guess what? They need to fight each other. Daniel Jacobs is gone. Canelo up, he's gone. Triple G is in talking about fighting bum after bum. Last I heard, they talking about Zeramita or somebody. I don't know. Who cares? It's gone. It's over. Triple G is very vulnerable right now. But ain't nobody going to enforce that fight. So guess what? At the end of the day, go on over there and do what you got to do, whether it be the IBF or whatever. That's the route I would like to see him jump into, given that he was IBF champion at 54. And the IBF is going to move him and give him his proper opportunities at the end of the day. That's what he should have did. That's all I'm saying. But Demetrius Andrade don't get no passes. Now, this man clearly is calling out Demetrius Andrade. He say, yo, the dude is chinny. I don't know how much truth it is to that. I ain't never see Demetrius Andrade stopped. But at the end of the day, he's calling him out. And Demetrius Andrade need to fight. So DAZN, the ball is in your court. The suit's over in DAZN. How you going to act? Because the minute you come out and say that, yo, we don't do one-fight deals, you are too well on record to say you do. And you've offered fighters like Tank Davis, once again, an opportunity to come over for one fight. So why not Jermall Charlo? Demetrius Andrade needs an opponent. Greg Hill says, you speaking facts. Never thought about Jacobs in that light. Yeah. And, you know, I used to do a lot of videos about Jacobs. And I remember putting up like a video of him that he put on his social media with him kicking down like a for sale sign of a house he had just bought. I forgot after which big fight that was. I think it was I want to say the Golovkin fight. But he kicked down the sign of a house that he just bought. Like I say, Jacobs, I got my criticisms of him in the ring. He lost all his big fights and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, Jacobs made moves that worked best for him and his career and his family. And he got himself them big fights. No man, he didn't let no suit tell him what he could and could not do. Not to mention when he re-signed with DAZN and Daniel Jacobs, he forced them to tell him that, yo, you will get that Canelo fight. Man, brilliant. While this cat's still over on Showtime talking about some man, well, why don't they come to Showtime? Why doesn't he come to the Barclays, huh? Bro, you are not the guy that they gonna come for. Realize that. That's all I'm saying. Box Doctor says, hey, buddy. Oh, damn, it skipped on me. Let me go back to your, here we go. Hold on. Damn. Hey, buddy, where is the video explaining why Crawford is better than Lomachenko? Oh, do you really want that video? Hey, we could do that video. Easy work. Funny you mention that because there's a certain person, Black Fight Fan TV, come see me, stop ducking smoke. I got questions. He thinks that Vasyl Lomachenko is the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter if he wins his next fight, which I thoroughly disagree with. Because guess what? Vasyl Lomachenko don't even got 20 fights yet. A, Vasyl Lomachenko is doing what's already been done by Terence Bud Crawford. 3-division champion that's already been undisputed. That's B. 3, when it comes to resume, we can compare Vasyl Lomachenko's resume to Terence Bud Crawford, and we can break that down. The same way I asked the question earlier about another fighter, Terence Crawford, in Terence resumes, does Vasyl Lomachenko, who has a loss to a fighter that got damn near what, if not more than 10 losses in Orlando Salido? Okay, Vasyl Lomachenko, right? Has he ever beat a unified champion? I think the 2 best wins he won, Jorge Linares and Gary Russell Jr. Those are the 2 best wins. Nicholas Walters, well out of shape, didn't want to get off the couch, gave him a bad deal. You know what I'm saying? Who else we talking about? Regan Dial was too small. Who else we talking about? Has Terence Crawford ever fought a too small fighter? He's fought unified champions. He's fought 2 weight division champions. He's fought Olympians. Has Vasyl Lomachenko checked all of those boxes? That's the question. Jonathan says Lomachenko has fought more championship fights than Crawford. But what kind of champions? This is why I'm asking you. Has he fought a unified champion? Has he fought a 2 weight division champion? Has he fought these kind of fighters? I give him credit for Jorge Linares and Gary Russell Jr. That's about as far as it goes. But when in Terence Crawford case, we got Ricky Burns, 2-division champion. We got Julian Sandongo, unified champion. We got Victor Postal, seen as the man of the class at the time. We got Yorkis Gamboa, an elite name. You know what I mean? We got Jeff Horn, a legend beater. All of these things that boxes have been checked off by Terence Bud Crawford. How are we checking these same boxes off for Vasyl Lomachenko? Riddle me that. I don't think so, fight fans. I don't think so. But anyway, let's get back to this dude. You know what I mean? Muhammad Amatola says Lomachenko hype stops when he steps inside the ring with Teofimo all day. Dying to see that fight, homie. Can't wait. December is going down. Oh, when Teofimo, he got to get past Richard Comey first. And that is not a gimme fight. But I can't wait to see what Lomachenko, he gets the winner, whether it be Comey or whether it be Teofimo. But I definitely want to see it to be Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? Straight Drop says, I rock with you, man. All day. Rock with you, too. Boxing Logics United is in the building. What up, famo? What's good with you, man? Let's see. Who you got winning tonight, says Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. I said it's 50-50, man. Truth be told, I'm leaning more so towards Vosdick because it's like everybody got a chip to really get back at Beterbiev, man. So I'm leaning towards Vosdick tonight, man. I think Vosdick takes it, in my opinion. I think he got the win at his back. You know, what he did to Adonis Stevenson. I think, you know, his power is solid. You know, I think he has the better boxing ability than Beterbiev. A lot of people are picking Beterbiev, but I think Vosdick goes for the upset. Muhammad Almantola says it's time for Charlo to start going for only the big fights, but he got to put himself in proper position. That has been the problem with Charlo. Charlo came to 160 thinking that, yeah, I'm a former champion and everybody gonna love me and everybody's gonna want to fight me. No, that wasn't the case. The one that's wanting to fight you was my man Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo was the only fighter out here saying that he was willingly, when he get to the weight class, he's going straight for Jermall Charlo. You ain't heard nobody else talking like that. Jacob said, look, man, I'm getting money, so come with me. He telling you, come with me. Look at my moves. Look what I'm doing. What are you doing? You sitting in place. You sitting over Showtime thinking somebody going to come fight you. You did the same thing when we were all over here on HBO. So we telling you, bring your ass over. But the fact of the matter is he says he's down to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it is good to know that he's down to do it. I just wish he would have did it a little while ago. And Demetrius Andrade has no reason to refuse this situation. Eddie Hearn has no reason to refuse this situation when it comes to Demetrius Andrade because they ain't talking about nobody else. Canelo ain't talking about Andrade. Golovkin ain't talking about Andrade. Jacobs ain't talking about Andrade. Andrade needs a name. He needs a fight. Bam! Right here. The man tell you he go away for one fight. Get it to him. Or is Eddie Hearn going to try to take him for bad? Or is Eddie Hearn going to try to exploit him? Or is Eddie Hearn going to say, no, one fight ain't going to do it. You need 4. And if you don't, take your ass back over to Showtime and rot. Is he going to act like that? This man is to the point of having interviews out today saying he is down to go back down to 154 pounds to face J-Rock or one of them. He's willing to do that. That's not cool, bruh. Talking about he got a high specialist and all of this other jazz just to make you willing, don't do, nah. Because if you lose, they going to say, oh, he shrunk. Oh, he went down to a weight class. He was too big and he was drained and all of this other. No, man, no, bro. Just put yourself in better position where you at. Start with taking that WBC belt off and tossing it in the trash. Start right there. Take charge of your career. Throw the damn belt in the trash, bro. They done screwed you, man. Making Canelo a franchise champion. Why you wear that belt? They promised you that fight, never got it to you. Order a fight with Gennady Golovkin and don't enforce the order. And you running around loudly and proudly. We boxing fans, we know what's going on. We understand, cousin. And a big fight would erase all of that. Man, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, he's saying he's willing to go. I hope Eddie don't try to pull a rug from under his feet and try to say, nah, man, you here for 4 fights or you ain't getting no fights because we can take advantage of you. We might can't take advantage of Tank. We only can get him for 1 fight or any other fighter for that matter. We may can't take advantage of them, but we can take advantage of you because you've been sitting down doing jack crap and now the fans believe you ain't been doing nothing. And the fans, they ain't seen your fights are not moving no needles. So we can give you whatever the hell we want. PBC has failed Jermall Charlo, fight fans. Y'all can say whatever you want. This man is too talented and too much of a personality for him not to be getting bigger fights. Jonathan says, then the problem with PBC is the A-level fighters are not allowed to fight on other platforms than Showtime and Fox. Hey, but look, that ain't stopped Daniel Jacobs, did it? That ain't stop Jacobs. That ain't stop Jacobs from saying, nah, I'm a do what I want to do. And Al gonna back me in this. I'm going to do what I want to do. Even when Jacobs' first deal was up with DAZN, everybody was like, well, come on back to the PBC. Come on back to he ducking Charlo if he don't come back to the PBC. He's ducking Charlo. I knew he was going to go back to DAZN because he wants to duck Charlo. No. He wants to make money. He's a businessman. We already know how these boxing businessmen is. He's a businessman. And he decided to go after the money. He had the same opportunity. He just chose to sit down and stay loyal to the PBC. Whatever, man. Whatever. Greg E. Hill says, what's your take on Haney at 140? I think Haney at 140, I don't know how long he's going, he's at 35 now, so he'll be going to 40 soon. I honestly hope he gets that, I don't think he has a chance, unfortunately, to get the Lomachenko fight. But at 140, he'll be coming up when a lot of them, like Regis and Josh and them, are talking about going up to welterweight after they fight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that a lot of the names that are there maybe still are there, but I think he does pretty well at 140, man. This dude is a skillful kid, man, fighting since he was 15 years old, man, fighting grown men. Man, this kid has been polished. And when you see him being groomed by so many legends and top fighters and been in the Mayweather gym, getting tutelage from Mayweather Sr. and his father, putting him in tough fight, like this kid is iron. Now, I'm well on record saying that I think the new gen, I think Shakur Stevenson comes out on top. But Devin Haney is not going to go quietly, and Devin Haney is going to let it be known. Shakur, at the end of the day, if he is the kid that's going to be of our era, going to be the next one, he's going to have to go through me. And I think that's going to be a monumental fight if they ever get to that point. But I think he does well at 140. He does have a great opportunity to become a world champion at 140, especially if Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor leave the division. You know what I mean? He definitely got a chance. And he has, honestly, if them two leave the division, he honestly got a chance to take the division over. So we'll see. I was asking somebody, what's up with Maurice Hooker, man? Didn't Maurice Hooker say he was going to welterweight? Don't be surprised if Maurice Hooker pops up as a Terrence Crawford opponent. I'm telling y'all, man. I ain't heard much from Maurice Hooker after he took his loss. And last I heard, he was leaving 135. So 140. If he goes up to welterweight, don't be surprised if they put him in there with Crawford. Jonathan says, Jacobs is a fighter who can think for himself while all the other fighters talk about loyalty all day. And guess what? That's why Jacobs is the one on social media kicking down for sale signs in front of mansions. Now, it ain't cool. Like I said, I'm not here to be like propping up a businessman, but the thing I like about him is that he took charge of his career. Now, in the ring, he ain't closed a lot of deals that puts him in another category. But at the end of the day, outside of the ring, he don't let no network, he don't let no promoter, he don't let no manager tells him how to provide for himself and his family. But this man sits back and do what he's told. He's done it for too damn long. Now, we see him trying to do his promoter thing, and I think that's cool as a mug. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Good, take some charge of yourself, man. You did? I think he's better than Jermall Charlo. I think he is the better Charlo, without a doubt. A dynamic fighter. And if he got the opportunities, he would have made probably the best of all of those opportunities. But I'm also a fan of a fighter taking charge of his career. That's just who I am. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I can't help it. Jacobs, is it Muhammad Amatola? It's true that Charlo never got the push others got from the PBC. Wasn't it only this year that he started headlining? Exactly. I'm not going to sit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they did such a... He ain't headlining fights, no pay-per-views, nothing. They can't pull a big name for him. Man, they all want to stay away from him, but they all want to fight Jacobs, though. How the hell did this Jacobs get the Gennady Golovkin fight, and he was with Al Heyman? Because Jacobs said, I'm going to HBO, because this is where the smoke is at. He didn't. He says, no, I'm staying right where I'm at. Jacobs went to DAZN because that's where the smoke was at. He didn't. He's like, I'm good. The offer ain't good enough. Y'all got to come and see me over here on Showtime. And now, this man literally has a fight coming up that I may have seen 3 videos on tops. And it's really not a cool thing, Joe. I'm not happy to talk about this, about Jermall Charlo. This messed up. It really is. And it shouldn't be the case. They've done a piss poor job with this dude. He is the better Charlo. He is the loyal Charlo. He stood with Ronnie Shields when the other one ran off to Derrick James. I like this kid. I think this dude is a hell of a fighter. And it's a shame. It's a pure shame to see that the PBC didn't do better with him. And I'm glad that he finally came to his senses. And I hope Eddie Hearn don't try to take advantage of him. And I'm going to leave it there, fight fans. That's my position on this. So, Black, don't duck me, son. Come talk to me, man. You did. There you go. You know what I'm saying? There you go. It's good to see he finally came around. And yes, Demetrius Andrade is the ducker of the year if they don't take this opportunity. You are 100% right. God damn, son. Much love to everybody that rock with the boy today, man. It's Friday. Go out and have a good time, man. Go have a drink. Just don't drive. You know what I'm saying? Call a damn Uber. You know what I mean? Go out and have a good time, man. Chill on out. I know you work hard all week long. You deserve to relax tonight and do what you does. And that's chill out. You know what I'm saying? All day. I'll see y'all tomorrow here on We Talking Boxing. You know what I'm saying? We'll be here tomorrow, Saturday, sometime early. I'm thinking about maybe 10 or 11, truth be told. So I may got to get an early start. If I don't make it at that time, fight fans, I may happen to do it maybe after the fight tomorrow night. I don't know. But I will aim for some time early tomorrow. So come on back and rock with the boy. And if you miss it, catch the playback. All love. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Hey, everybody out there, man, just know, don't never let nobody distort your thoughts on Main Man Made Man. Just know, independent as it gets, independent thinker as it gets. I sit right here, just me and a microphone. And I just say whatever I feel about it, how I feel about the fight game. Much love to all of y'all. To the next one. Peace out. Hold on. Boxing Logics. After he fought Korobov and lost, I think many lost confidence in Charlo and thought he needed more to learn. That's one of the things that kicked into Charlo's image-wise, and the Korobov fight was a bad optics thing on Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? It was bad for him because after that fight, it really dropped his stock, and that's why I said he would have been better off going into a rematch with Korobov and putting an exclamation point on that fight and then moving on. It would have been a much better fight than this Dennis Hogan fight. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a much better fight. But that's what I'm saying. They have moved him wrong in so many instances to the point where this man is talking about going back down to 154. Man, and Korobov said he'll take that fight too. But it is what it is. Yo, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. To the next.